If it hurts your knee to kneel on the ground like this, then I'm gonna show you 5 steps to do this pain-free. Before we get to these steps, the reason why you're having pain in your knees right now is likely because you stopped kneeling. This can be because of after a surgery or because as you get older, you don't assume a kneeling position that often. But the point of it is this: over time, the nerves in the kneecap become more sensitive. And if the nerves in the kneecap are more sensitive, that means we kneel on our knee and it causes pain. So fundamentally, if we want to kneel again, we have to strengthen the nerves around the kneecap and build tolerance to being able to kneel again. So I'm gonna show you 5 steps that you can use over time to gradually rebuild the ability to kneel on your knees pain-free. So follow along, pick the step that feels right for you, and practice that step every single day and be consistent, because over time you will get there, I promise. Okay, as you can see, I have a stack of 3 pillows and a towel rolled up quite tightly right here next to me. Now you're gonna need these for all 5 of these steps. Step number 1 is going to be stacking all 3 pillows on top of each other and the towel on top of that. Now you can do this next to a chair, a couch, whatever you need for support to get into the position. But what we're gonna do is this: we're gonna take our knee, we're gonna put it on top of the towel over these different pillows right here, use the chairs, whatever you need for support, and you're gonna come into a kneeling position on the knee. The idea is for these towels, for these pillows to be so thick that this doesn't create discomfort. All you have to do is kneel in this position, and the goal would be to hold this for anywhere between 60 seconds to 90 seconds, but at least 60 seconds. Once you're able to hold this position pain-free for 60 seconds on both knees, then go to the next step. For step number 2, we're gonna repeat the same drill, only this time we're gonna remove 1 pillow. So again, make sure you have a chair or something around you for support to get into the right position. But again, it's 2 pillows with a towel on top of it. You're gonna find your knee right on top of the towel, and you're gonna come into a kneeling position with as much weight on this knee as you can tolerate. Now, over time, as you practice this every single day, at least once a day, to start desensitizing the nerves around the knee and building the tolerance to be able to do this again. This might take you a week, this might take you a month, it might take you several months to go on to the next step. But once you're able to do it pain-free for 60 seconds, then go on to the next step. Okay, this is the next step, and as you can see, we have a pattern going here. Now we remove 1 more pillow, and all we have is 1 soft pillow and 1 tightly rolled up towel on the ground. Now what we're gonna do is, again, make sure there's some support around us, find our kneeling position on top of this, and again, work up to the tolerance to being able to hold this kneeling position for 60 seconds pain-free. At first, it might not feel comfortable because we're removing a lot of the support. What you can do in that situation is only hold this for 10 seconds to start, and every few days, add 5 more seconds. The goal is not to be able to kneel pain-free in a short amount of time, it's to give your body the time it needs to adapt, to rebuild the nerves, and to rebuild the tolerance to be able to kneel on your knee pain-free again. So, once you're able to do this with the majority of your weight on this leg and kneel pain-free on just 1 pillow and a tightly rolled up towel, then you can move on to the next step. Okay, for this next step, we're gonna remove all the pillows and just have a tightly rolled up towel. Now this towel should be rolled up, at least 8 times on top of each other, something real cushy that you can still kneel on. So again, make sure you have stuff around you to find your support to get you into the right position, but you're gonna come into a kneeling position on this towel and again, work up to holding this position for 60 seconds. Now this is the biggest step you're gonna take, going from the towel on top of the pillows to having no pillow there. So what you're gonna wanna do is be really patient. This might take you a month or several months to build up the tolerance for, so don't feel the pressure to do this for 60 seconds from the start. You can start with just 10 seconds, and every week add 5 more seconds. You could do that for several weeks, working up your tolerance, again, building the ability to come into this kneeling position pain-free. Once you're able to do this for 60 seconds, go to the last and final step. Okay, for this final step, we're gonna take our tightly rolled towel, and we're gonna unfold it at least 2 times. Bring it back down to the ground, so it's just an ever so slight cushion. From there, we're gonna use whatever support we need to find this position, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. Slowly building the tolerance to be able to hold this kneeling position for 60 seconds pain-free. Again, go slow, start with 10 seconds, work your way up over time, and be consistent. The most important thing you can do with any of these variations is to be consistent, practicing this at least once a day, because the more we practice it, the more we build those nerve connections that will give us the tolerance to be able to kneel on our knee again, pain-free. So be patient with yourself, but be consistent, okay? I promise this will work for you if you're patient and you take yourself slowly through these 5 steps. Hey, before you go, if you like this gradual progression to help you feel better in your body, well, guess what? At WeShape, we create workouts that have the same philosophy as this. We give you a gradual progression, giving you super simple beginner movements that anybody should be able to do that build strength, flexibility, balance, and coordination, and over time, slowly give you slightly more difficult variations of these movements so you can continue to build that strength, flexibility, balance, coordination, and confidence in what your body can do. And all of that results in you feeling better in your body. So if you want to try a WeShape workout for free, just click the link below, take our free quiz, and I'll see you soon for our first workout together.